All right, so first of all, let's just talk about the difference between lash extensions versus a strip lash, okay? So I used to be a big fan of the strip lash. I used to wear crazy thick eyelashes every single day of my life. And then not so recently, I discovered individual lashes and these lash extensions, DIY type things. And it really changed the game for me, honestly and truly. I don't know if I will ever go back to wearing full strip lashes the way I used to. So this is an example of a strip lash. You can see the band, it is black. This one's actually not too thick, it's not too bad, but this is what a strip lash would traditionally look like. It's one piece. You can trim it on the ends to make it fit your eye shape, and you glue it and apply adhesive onto your actual eyelid. Here's the thing about applying a strip lash. You almost need an eyeliner applied if you want to wear a strip lash and have them blend seamlessly in with your lashes, even if it's just the slightest bit, and even if you have a clear band, which, just for the record, I prefer a clear band over a black band. If you're gonna go with a strip lash, please go with a clear band, okay? I'm telling you. Those are gonna blend a little bit easier without having to blend it into your eyeliner, but even then, it's a lot easier to have at least a little bit of eyeliner on if you're gonna wear a strip lash. And for me, as someone who has sensitive skin and sensitivities to adhesives, applying a strip lash isn't always the best bet because an adhesive may irritate your sensitive eye skin and you're gluing the lash directly to your skin. These also have more of a risk of lifting, curling up in the corners, and honestly, in my opinion, they look a lot less natural than a lash extension type of lash. And you can also only wear a strip lash for one day, at least that's what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend sleeping with a strip lash on. Now, let's talk about lash extensions or cluster lashes. I don't really know what to call these, to be honest. They definitely give a lash extension effect, but they're not your traditional glue-on lash clusters either, so hear me out. So when I say lash extensions, this is what I mean. These are lash clusters, but they're not your traditional cluster lash. These are definitely a new and innovative way to apply lashes. I'll show you these ones up close. I have the style Natural Wispy Wisps, and I also have the style Lengthening Wisps. I think I prefer the Lengthening Wisp style. Those both have a black band, but as you will see, those actually will blend in totally seamlessly without any eyeliner. I will demo those later, but I did want to show you an option that has a clear band as well in case you want to go for a really natural look. These are also by Kiss Falscara, and these are their clear band, feathery and wispy lashes. Really, really pretty. And so what is different about these lashes is you do not glue them to your skin. You actually apply the adhesive to your lashes, you glue the lashes to your lashes, and then you seal them in with a sealer. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this in just a minute, but as you can already kind of tell, they're very different. You can wear these for a longer period of time. I don't opt for that. I take these off at the end of every day just because I'm sensitive to adhesives and I don't really want to mess around too much with it, but these are very comfortable, in my opinion, way more comfortable than a strip lash. And like I said, they look way more natural. I would say something both of these styles of lashes have in common is they take a little bit of a learning curve to apply if you are a beginner, okay? And they are quite a bit different in technique. The traditional way of applying a strip lash, like I said earlier, apply a little bit of glue, pop the lash on with a pair of tweezers or your nails, get the corners down and really align it with your lashes, and you just glue it to your lid. Versus these, I'm gonna show you. The first time I tried doing this, it was a little bit of a struggle and I almost gave up, but I'm so glad I got through the struggle period of learning how to apply these because these are so quick and easy to apply now. And again, they just look like literal lash extensions and they take me a couple minutes to do. I'm gonna get into that right now. To get the lash extension effect, you're gonna need a couple things. Obviously your lashes, but you're also gonna need a adhesive, and this looks a little differently than a traditional adhesive. This one is by Duo. This is their Duo Underlash Bond and Seal. So as you can see, there is a bond side, which is the adhesive. It is black. And then on the other side, you have the seal, which is clear. This locks everything in and stops that adhesive from being sticky once you've applied the lashes. Another thing you're gonna need is a good pair of tweezers. These I've had forever by Lily Lashes. These are probably the best lash tweezers I've ever used. I will try and find something similar and link it down below because I don't think they sell it anymore, but I'm gonna link everything I use in today's video down below, as well as a couple extra recommendations for my favorites. So today I'm gonna demo these Lengthening Wisp style in the Kiss Falscara. So every set of lashes you get is a little different. I've taken these out of the package so I can see the different lengths really well. By the looks of it, I could honestly probably get away with just using the short lengths. I don't like my lashes super long, but you do get short, medium, and long in this pack. So you know what? I'm gonna do a mixture of medium on my outer corners and then short on my inner corners. So I'm gonna start by applying the bond to my lashes to prepare my lashes for application. So I'm just brushing that bond on my lashes, and I like to focus this more at the base of my lashes. I'll go in and wiggle and then drag it up and really coat my lashes with that, not focusing too much on the ends because you're gonna be sticking the bulk of the lash at the base. But I do a couple of dips into the glue just to make sure I have enough, because it's really annoying if you don't apply enough of the adhesive and you end up needing to go back in afterwards. It gets a little clumpy, so you want to avoid that. Also, just a tip, you want to really focus on getting your outer corner really well, because I feel like that is one of the most stubborn areas to stick the lash down, is the outer corner. Okay, so that is what that looks like. It kind of looks like a really light layer of mascara, but you can feel it's sticky. Sometimes your lashes will stick together top to the bottom, but it's easy to just kind of separate them before you glue your lashes on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a medium lash, just like that. These lashes are so lightweight. I like to hold them midway through, kind of close to the end of the lashes, because you wanna really get that bottom part stuck down. So once you have that lash secured, you're gonna make sure your lashes aren't stuck together. You're gonna go ahead and just pop that lash in alignment with the base of your lashes and kind of wiggle it at the base, just like this, and then release it, just like so. And I'm not gonna clamp my lashes together quite yet, but immediately that just looks so natural. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna apply one more medium one right next to that one. And again, I kind of like place the lash and then I look down slightly with my eye to apply a little bit of pressure, and then voila. Now I'm switching to the shorter length. So I picked up that lash. I'm gonna go right next to that last medium lash that we applied and just do the exact same thing, going underneath the lash. And if you need to, you can take them and clamp them together. But usually I do that at the end, but if it looks like they're not sticking, you can go ahead and just clamp those lashes together. No big deal. Okay, last one. I have one more short lash. I'm gonna apply that right on the innermost corner of my eye. Again, just right under, holding it there for a second, then releasing. And then once I have all my lashes applied, I'm just gonna go ahead and clamp everything together. And immediately you can see the difference between this eye and this eye. The lashes look so natural. It feels really comfortable on my eye. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing false lashes. And it just gives you that very lash extension, light, fluttery effect. And it doesn't weigh down the eye because it's actually under the lash, so it doesn't take up any space on your lid to make your eyes appear smaller. But we're not done yet. We need to go in with the seal side. So I'm just taking the seal and I'm applying that right on top of those lashes. Again, mainly focusing it at the base where I applied the adhesive and just brushing through everything. Really make sure to get your inner corner, especially if there's some lashes that have some glue left on them. You really just want to get in there. Sometimes I go on the inside of the lash too and kind of go in from the top. Just to make sure I've got everything coated, nothing sticky. All right, so that is one eye done. That lash is all set to go for the entire day. I could probably keep these on for like 2 days, maybe 3 if I was pushing it. But again, like I said, I don't like to do that. I like to have a clean face at the end of the day. But you guys, would you just look at that difference? They look very, very natural in person. And again, so much comfier than a strip lash. I cannot even begin to explain it to you. Anyways, moving on to the other eye, it's pretty much the exact same process. I'm taking the bond. And again, you guys, it's really important to not over apply, but to also make sure you have every lash coated quite generously at the base of the lash. You wanna take your time here, and really wiggling the brush at the base helps a lot to disperse that bond. And if you're gonna under apply anywhere, it's probably gonna be the outer corner. So really make sure you get that area well. And I bring this almost all the way into my inner corner, not quite all the way in, but almost. And I'm sure as you guys can see, I'm not focusing the bond on the tips of my lash. I'm really just focusing at the base. It's gonna prevent the lashes from becoming heavy, and it's also gonna help the lashes blend with our natural lashes a little bit easier. And again, don't be surprised if your lashes stick together. Just have your tweezers on hand. No big deal. So the reason I do the longer lashes on the outer corner is because I like a cat eye shape. If you want more of a doll eye shape that opens up your eyes a little bit more than elongates it, you could apply the longest lash in the center and then shorter lashes on the outer corner, but I like the longest on the outer corner. Personally for me, long is a bit too long for my eye shape, so I do 2 mediums, 2 smalls, but you can experiment with what works best for you. So I have a medium here. I'm just going to go ahead, separate the lashes that are sticking together every time. Taking that lash, going underneath, right at the outermost corner. You're likely going to notice that once you get the hang of it, you're going to find a method that works best. And just little things you like to do to make the application a little bit easier for you personally. Time for a small lash, switching over and just going right next to that medium lash. All right, and then I have my last one on the innermost corner. I should also mention looking down into the mirror helps a lot because you can see your lash line really clearly, so you can apply it really close up to where your natural lashes begin. Okay, and that is both eyes done. Well, not completely done. I'm gonna go in with the seal right now. This step, you can definitely be a little bit more like liberal with the application. You don't have to worry as much about applying it any specific way. As long as you're coating where that adhesive is so that it's not sticky, you're good. It is clear, so it's obviously very forgiving. Sometimes I'll do this as a finishing step in case I need it. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. I'm taking my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and if I need to just apply it on my innermost natural lashes, I just go in and apply a little bit on the inner corners if needed. Usually I don't need too much, but I just like to be a little bit meticulous with it. And that is the finished look. This is the lash extension effect using false lashes. Easy to do at home, does not take very long at all. And once you get the hang of it, honestly, I think it's easier than applying a strip lash. If you want me to teach you how to do any other makeup technique, comment it down below and I will make you that video. I love hearing your guys' requests and I read and respond to pretty much every single comment. So I'll meet you guys in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching this video and I will see you in the next one.